That's perfect timing to go live too. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a, that is a great view. I've never seen you with your hair in a braid, by the way. I'm kind of liking it. There
Well,
you go.
thanks, Chris. I see you've gotten a haircut now that we're online. Where do you get your haircut at?
I get my hair cut where I get almost everything else in, well, yeah, Dripping Springs, obviously. No, Hitched Barbershop is on 12, well, it's on Fitzhugh, close to 12, over by Moxie Gym. And Dina has cut my hair now for about a year. And it's just a little trailer. She's got a barber chair in there, and she'll do straight razor shaves and haircuts, and she does women's cuts as well. And I think she actually does all styling and coloring too. But yeah, Dina takes care of me.
Nice.
So yeah, always good to find somebody to. I think guys are more particular about who cuts their hair than women are sometimes. No, I am. Ask my wife. It's so bad. I won't let people touch my hair.
I think you're wrong about being particular, but like once you find your person, you don't stray. And so my husband was on a schedule. He was like, oh, I don't think he'll see this. He was kind of like how I schedule my appointments. So he was kind of like a girl about it. Like he scheduled every 3 weeks. It was like every 3 weeks he was going to get his hair cut and do the eyebrow trim. I won't out you on the internet if you're getting your eyebrows trimmed, but men,
I don't. I don't.
get your eyebrows trimmed. Okay. Just do it.
Well, here's the thing. We know you see the beard I can grow versus the beard your husband can grow. No, I can take care of my eyebrows on my own. They just don't grow very fast.
No, no, no. It's not that they're like overly bushy or anything, but there's just something that happens with men as they get older where the hairs get like longer and
Yeah.
then they'll grow out of the ear. I know you found a weird ear hair at one point. You're
Yeah.
old enough to have had that happen.
What the?
What
Come
is that?
on, killing me. We may want to let people know what we're actually doing here because we just launched into ear hair.
Yeah, yeah. This is the weekly show where I actually just kind of poke fun at Chris and he takes it in stride. Welcome to the weekly drip.
Yes, absolutely. If you haven't joined us before, Ashley is a realtor with Keller Williams, the Mimi Bond team. I'm a broker associate with Jackson Properties, better known locally as the Dripping Springs Home Team. We're both local agents, live in drip, play in drip, eat in drip, drink in drip, everything drip. And so we put together this little series just to talk about. I mean, have we even talked real estate on this show? I mean,
Why don't we do a little bit
maybe.
of that today? Not
Well,
really.
today we will. We usually don't. Usually, guys, we just talk about all the awesome stuff that we've got going on with local businesses and locally owned businesses and talk about our gallivants around the town and around the county and the things we like to eat and the things we like to do. So, welcome to the weekly drip.
Yes, yes. And I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to plug my girl, Katie McDonald, over at Rustic Roots, just off of, it's like sandwiched between Old Fitzhugh and Ranch Road 12, kind of halfway down, really close to where like the daycare is at Rustic Roots. And Katie's been taking care of me. Oh my gosh, I met Katie when our boys were in kindergarten, so it's been like almost 5 years ago, and she's been my girl in town ever since. And same scenario. Like once you find your person, you don't leave your person.
Okay, so she is a stylist, a hair. I don't even know what you call. I used to call them beauticians. I don't think you can call them beauticians anymore.
Wow, that sounds old school.
It,
Like you're gonna walk into a room and like
here
people
we
will have
go again.
and
Here we
those
go
long
again.
sticks and the
Let's
big
talk.
dryers and rollers and
They don't have those anymore.
uh you don't see a lot of women in big rollers anymore.
But what about the big dryer things that go over your head?
I think
Are
she
those still a
one
thing?
in there. Yeah, those exist.
Okay.
Those exist for sure. But yes, my stylist.
Cosmetologist.
She is a cosmetologist, a
See,
licensed
there you go.
cosmetologist.
My niece is one. That's the reason I know.
A million years ago, well, not a million years ago, but when my son was younger, I wanted to be like a young, hip, cool mom.
Oh,
So I used to have really vibrant hair, like purple and fuchsia, green doesn't look good on me. Blue was kind of wonky, but like purple and fuchsia usually. And Katie is really masterful with those bright, vivid colors.
I
Um,
think I think we're gonna have to have you prove that.
oh, I'll go dig up an old picture.
No, 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 no. That's not
No,
what I'm
you want
talking
me to
about.
color?
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's the scoop on that. Women, I know you can relate. Men don't get it because they cut their hair every 3 weeks.
Correct.
But when your hair gets as long as mine, you have to bleach it out to get the color in. So after a while, you just kill all the hair and you have to chop it all off, which I don't know. It's been about 5 years, so we might be getting there. So that's my cycle: grow my hair really long, and
And
then
then destroy it.
with it, destroy it, and just cut it off.
All right. So, and no, I won't. I was going to say, if you want your hair destroyed, no.
No, 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 no. It's just the active bleaching. I mean,
Yeah.
this chunk of hair right here is like definitely older than your dog. Um,
Wow.
like think about that. It takes a while to
Yeah,
get down here.
that makes sense.
I've got some COVID grays going on. I
I
just try
don't.
to hide those as much as possible.
I don't know what you're talking about. COVID grays. My
Yeah.
wife, but I keep telling her this is the color of my hair when I was a kid. I'm just getting younger. So, I had white hair as a kid. So I'm going the other way. I'm Benjamin Buttons on y'all. So.
Yes, they're very Benjamin Button in Green Springs.
Oh,
I,
so go ahead.
I like your shirt. Do you like
And
mine?
I do. So you want to talk about yours first, or should I talk about mine
You
first?
go first.
Okay. So if y'all don't know, and evidently Ashley's joined in the fun because this is a blast. I've just decided that I'm going to be that person that sports their local T-shirts, at least on this show and around town. So I popped into Mazama Coffee. Wait, Mazama is here. Popped into Mazama Coffee last Friday. Got me a coffee. Got me a lemon. What was it? Lemon blueberry scone. I hope my wife's not watching. She's at school right now. She can't watch Sweet. She won't see that because she loves their scones. She'd get so mad at me if I had one and didn't bring her one. So
You're gonna
anyway,
be
y'all
later.
do not don't tell her. But anyway, so I was in and I was like, oh, I need a shirt. And the poor people in line, I was trying to figure out if they had a large. And I was talking with the folks behind the counter. And this lady in line finally told me, she goes, just go ahead and go find a shirt. We're good. I think what she was trying to say is you're wasting more time asking them if they have a large, so just go find a large shirt and just get it taken care of. So if you're watching, I'm sorry that I took so long. But anyway, yeah, this was the best that, or the one that I liked the most because you've got the barbershop on one side of Mercer, obviously buzzed at both ends, coffee on the other. I haven't been to barbershop since coronavirus started though. I've
Actually,
got
we
to
have
get
a
back.
pause because you and I both know we have people moving from out of the community into the community like
Yes.
all the dadgum time. Is the barber shop where you get your haircut?
Well, let's say that I wish. No, the barbershop, guys, if you don't know, is I would call it, you can't call it well, I guess you would call it a bar. But they've got a great selection of beer, a ton of local beers. Probably the best selection of local beers out of any place that I've been outside of the actual breweries. And they do have alcohol there, I believe. And I think my wife typically gets, that's what she does. But it is an old barber shop. Before it was a barber shop, it was a gas station. And I only learned that because of the PBS video that the Pound Farmstead or Homestead put out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you have you seen that?
No.
Oh, we've got to link that in the comments. It's kind of the history of Mercer Street. So it goes through and all the little buildings along Mercer Street. It talks about them. It's really cool. So it was a gas station at one point, and then it was a barber shop, and now it's a bar with great beer selection. So yes, that's what the barber shop is, and they are open. I just haven't been there in a while. So
Awesome.
yeah, so I get to both sides. I like it. And Mazama, if you haven't been to Mazama, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is one of my two favorite coffee shops in town. It is my favorite one on Mercer Street. I guess it's because it's the only one on Mercer Street. Basically, what I'm saying is I like the two coffee shops we have in town. I love both of them. They both are fresh roasted coffee. Stop going to Starbucks. Get away from that place. Go get some good coffee. Go to Mazama. That's okay, right? I can say that?
Are you standing on a soapbox?
Maybe.
Yep. It's all good.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can
I'm
say that.
sorry.
It's all good.
I'm passionate about my stuff, okay? Especially
Yeah.
my coffee. Coffee's like, you got to be passionate about coffee. Thanks, I appreciate it. Great answer. The other coffee shop in town is Lemieux's, Juan Chan over in Calaterra, and he's got great coffee as well.
Yeah.
There's two different roasters that he uses. Dee's out of Wimberley, and he uses Weathered Hands, which is my buddy here in Dripping Springs. But Mazama roasts all of theirs on site, so it's about the most fresh roasted coffee I think you can probably get. Because it seems like every time I go there, it smells like they're roasting. So
Dude,
there we go.
one of my most favorite things to do when I need a place to work, and I haven't done this probably since COVID started. I know they have their outdoor area, and I just feel a little bit awkward because inside hasn't been open to take up space. But I love to sit at the back of their patio, like closest to that gravel parking lot,
Hmm.
because I think they have like some sort of exhaust pipe pumping out. And whenever they're doing their baked
The
goods,
bakery.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And they'll
Yeah.
let you smell for free.
That's right. Yeah, they've got great baked foods at Mazama.
They do. They do.
I'm trying to think what my favorite is. It's Erica loves the scones,
Hmm.
and I think mine are probably the scones also. The blueberry muffins are awesome. I'm a huge blueberry muffin fan. So anyway,
Well, as you know, I'm gluten free. So
yeah.
I don't really indulge in those very often. But my go to, especially if I'm in a hurry and like I haven't had lunch at all, is their smoothies. I love their smoothies.
Oh, I've
They're,
never had a smoothie there. Yep.
oh man, they're so good. The pear peach is probably my favorite. I like that one the best. It's
That
filling,
sounds good.
it's refreshing. It's just delicious. But yeah, I like Mazamas. I like your shirt today, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Talk about yours.
Oh, yes. So this is from 12 Fox and it says Prost, y'all. I can't scoot back any further because I'm like up against a wall. So my husband and I went and checked out their second weekend of Foxtoberfest, and we had a really, really good time. I saw a lot of posters up. I think they're going to have some Halloween shenanigans go down out there. So I'm looking forward to that. Trying to talk my husband into a couple's costume. There's an adult costume contest.
Halloween After Dark at 12 Fox. Yes.
Yeah, I thought that would be super fun. He said he would do it if he could have an unlimited budget to buy like a Ghostbusters costume. So
Oh,
I
that'd be
thought I
cool.
would be like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I thought that would be fun.
And what? So I'm gonna add on to this costume. Your husband can get a Ghostbusters costume, but you need to have like part of your Stay Puft melted and have some of the puff cream like running down his face or something. That'd be awesome.
Oh my goodness. It was just really out of left field. Like, hey, you want to do this? He's like, well, here's what I think I want to be. And I'm like, I don't know how to make that a couple's costume, but
There you
okay.
go. There you go. And I don't know if anybody from 12 Fox is watching. I know at one point they were trying to get volunteers to come out into their parking lot and do I think they were calling it trunk or treat, like people who would bring, because evidently nobody's doing trick or treat this year. I don't know. Is that a thing? You're a mom.
It's
So I
so
guess
up in
people,
the air. What I
but I,
can tell you is Cobra Kai costumes are in very short supply. So if you've not ordered one already,
oh
sorry,
yeah, it's popular now. That's
so
right.
popular.
Jessica, I got this at Mazama. It's back in there by the bathroom. But yeah, so I think they were trying to get people to come out and like open the backs of their cars so kids could trick or treat there at 12 Fox. I don't know if it's still going on, or if they decided not to. I'm not sure, but you may want to check into that because if people in your neighborhood aren't doing trick or treating and your kids still want to do it, they've got enough room where they can park the cars out away from each other, and so might be yeah, that might be pretty cool.
And nobody really trick or treats in my neighborhood. I bet they really don't in yours either because we're
No.
so rural. So that might be like just a great alternative altogether. We usually travel to other neighborhoods. Oh man, I had a really interesting, like, wow, I really do live in a small town moment happen. Friday, I met a friend at Treaty Oak. We had dinner and some drinks. And then when I got home, we had been having some work done, and it looked like our fire that we'd been burning still had some embers you could kind of kick up. So I threw some stuff on it and got it going. And I was all by myself. And, that harvest moon all weekend was just like out of this world
Yeah.
gorgeous. So I'm
Yeah.
by myself. My husband had been hunting, so he wasn't home for the night, and it's just really quiet and pretty. And all of a sudden, I recognized the sounds to the Batman soundtrack. I can hear the drive-in from
Oh, you were
my
talking about
backyard.
being close. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
And it was so the air was so clear because of the front that blew through. So yeah, sound travels. That's funny.
Yes. It was
That's
like, oh, it was just like a really nice moment of like, I'm so proud of the community that I live in.
yeah.
Like, this is so just sweet. It doesn't happen. Well, maybe it does happen lots of places, but none that I know about.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're kind of in a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a bubble, but we're kind of in our own little world out here, and people don't really get it until they move here,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then they're like, "Oh, okay, I get it now."
I kind of like the little tagline of West of Weird. I really
I
like that.
love that tag.
I
Yeah,
think it
and
makes so
and
much
that's been around. I mean, when I got out here 5 years ago, it was here already. So I have no idea how long that's been around. Jessica, you grew up here. Tell me,
sense.
Jerome, tell me how long that's been around. But yeah, I definitely love West of Weird. Um, where do you want to go next? What do we want to do? We want to talk about date night, or do we want to actually talk about some real estate?
Well, I didn't get to go on a date night, so let's live vicariously through your date night.
All right.
What was your line?
Mine was pretty stellar this week. It was Thursday night again, and that's two weeks in a row. So I'm fired up. If you don't know me, my wife and I are very very big on actually taking date nights and setting time aside for ourselves. Just something we've done for 18 years now. So we don't always do it, but we try to do it every week. So we started out at 12 Fox, and by the way, I bought my wife that exact same shirt because I had a different 12 Fox shirt, and she said, I want my own. I want the one that says Prost, y'all. So she now has that shirt, and she
Can't wait
also
for
has,
double date night.
yeah, it's coming. It's coming. And if we're talking about double date night, Erica, God, now I've got to look back on here because there's something else I've got to ask. But anyway, I'll finish up this date night. Went out to 12 Fox, had a couple of beers. We drank. I mean, we ate. I've got to stop looking at my phone. Potsy's. Potsy's food truck is out there, and it's the first time I've eaten Potsy's. Have you had them?
They do the Cuban sandwiches, right?
They may used to have done a Cuban sandwich. They did not have that on the menu.
I have not had them, but that was what I had heard.
Okay.
What did you have?
We split a bratwurst, and it was a legit good brat.
With mustard?
They have what they call a Potsy sauce, which is kind of a spiced up mustard.
Ooh,
Not,
okay,
but
cool.
it's not spiced up like horseradish, whole grain mustard. It's spiced up like hot sauce mustard.
Okay, cool.
And the sauerkraut was good. They have these big waffle fries. Love waffle fries. And then they also had, so this is unique. They have an egg roll that's got boudin in it. Boudin egg rolls. Oh yeah,
You
I
make
ate
a
those.
roll out of literally anything.
Yeah, exactly. Um, and if you don't know what boudin is, it's a Cajun sausage that's got rice and a bunch of seasonings, and it's boudin is off the charts.
Traditionally, blood sausage, which I don't think you can legally have. So it's like you can buy absinthe at the liquor store, but it's not like absinthe.
Yeah,
But boudin was traditionally blood sausage.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting. All right, good to know. But anyway, the boudin egg rolls were off the charts. Go eat Potsy's, and guys, if I eat food locally that I don't like, I'm just not going to tell you about it. So every time I come on here on Monday, I'm like, yeah, this place is awesome. We love this. We love that. Yes, I mean, I don't think I've had food locally that I've disliked that I wouldn't tell you about. I'm just telling you, I'm not just saying everything is good. I wouldn't lie to you about, hey, go eat this food if I didn't like it. Potsy's is good. Um, we will definitely be back there. I thought that 12 Fox was going to release their. I thought it was a coconut porter. It's not. It's a coconut milk stout, and I thought they were going to release it for Foxtoberfest, but they did not. I think they're releasing it this week. This is
All
going to
right,
sound
go ahead
really
and try.
weird.
You got to try it. Nobody else did.
I did get to try it, and actually, I only had I think 2 sips. Erica confiscated the rest of it. She finished it. But this is going to sound really weird coming from me, but y'all, this is the best coconut beer I've ever had.
How many
And
coconuts you had?
I don't know, 5 or 6
Okay.
easily. I mean, Broken Compass, there's Death by Coconut. There's quite a few different ones, but this is different. It's not overly sweet. So it's a milk stout, so it's got that lactose smooth on it. And they total there's I think you said there's 50 pounds total of toasted coconut in it, and not all coconut beers use toasted. A lot of them use raw coconut, so it's a
Mhm.
completely different flavor profile. We were there with the owner for Bucker Creek Ranch, the steak place,
Mhm.
and he was like, "I've got to have some of that too." So they brought him out a little bit, and he was dumbfounded. He's like, "This because it's this dark brown black beer, and it should not taste like it does. It almost tastes like a coconut cream pie, but
Oh.
not sweet." So if you can kind of rectify that or justify that in your mind, but he just kept drinking it, going, this doesn't make sense. This is amazing. It should not taste like this, and I think that's coming out this week. So again, I don't tell you about something unless I like it, and and then we wrapped it up. We went out to One Shot, which I have not been to yet. One Shot is right there next to Route 12 filling station, right there where Rolling in Time and Dough is going to go. And finished it up. Erica had a hurricane. I tasted it. It tasted like a New Orleans hurricane. It was good. It was strong. And I had their Doppelbock, and it was a dang good Doppelbock as well. So, and you had asked, Dripping Wings was there, but we didn't eat them. So people have said really good things about Dripping Wings, but I was already full from other food.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was date night.
I had heard the wings are phenomenal there. We haven't made it over to check them out. But our family did stop into Route 12 on Sunday. We went after church with some friends, and my favorite thing there is their buffalo chicken sandwich, and you can get it on a
Ooh,
gluten-free bun. But I
ooh.
don't think the actual chicken is gluten-free. I don't know. You gotta weigh it out here. Oh, God bless. That was delicious. I don't think I didn't eat anything else like the rest of the day. Just this
Nice.
massive and delicious, like perfect Sunday. We're about to watch a football game. Kind of a go-to.
Very cool. And that's kind of a perfect Sunday afternoon meal. So this is what I was trying to look at a while ago, and I think Jessica's gone now. What I'm trying to figure out, if anybody knows this, is when is the new Rolling in Time and Dough gonna open? I don't know if there's a hard day on it yet, and then B, we're starting. I think date night this week. We're gonna do bistro night over at Rolling in Time and Dough in Drip. Have you done bistro night yet?
I have not, but I'm grinning really big because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so fun.
Yeah. Have you seen the menus that they put out on Facebook and stuff?
I
I mean,
have.
it looks really good. So anyway, I think that's what we're doing. So do y'all want to double date Thursday?
Well, I'm not here to tell all of Dripping Springs my business, but why, yes, I would.
Okay, cool. We'll set that up. And we got there we go. Jerome, end of October. Okay, date's still moving well, yeah, when you're still building stuff out and all of that. So this is, guys, he's answering, Jerome's part of the family that owns Rolling in Time and Dough and Grolix. And so this is the new location of Rolling in Time and Dough, coming soon. My
I
wife said,
do have a question. Like, you can kind of correct me if I'm wrong, and Jerome is here to also weigh in, because I've noticed you're really particular about ensuring that you call it Rolling in Time and Dough. I've known that's its name, but I call it Time and Dough, and I'm curious am I stepping in it here? Like, am I being a little out of touch with
I
that?
don't I don't know. And I was on my soapbox again last week.
You were, and now I'm really cognizant of it. Like, oh, I don't refer to it incorrectly.
I think most people probably call it time and dough because the rolling in is really really small at the top of the sign.
But it is there.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
always been there.
And he's pointing out also the bistro is still to go only. And so yes, I think the plan, Ashley, would be to pick up some bistro night, head over to Grawlix,
Alex.
grab a drink, and hang out under the oak trees.
I'm not mad at that. I'm all in. That sounds awesome.
It'll be okay. It'll be a good Thursday. So if anybody else wants to join us, I'm not going to tell you what time, but hey, you may see us, and it'll turn into a party. It's fine. And there you go. And I don't know, since you're my guest on this, can you see the messages that I pop up?
Hmm.
Okay, good. Okay, so there
Yep.
you go. It's just easier to say time and dough.
Yep. I've got confirmation.
Yes, exactly. You're okay. You are okay.
So we've been yapping for quite a while. Why don't we do like a 2-minute real estate dump before we sign off today? Because I'm a realtor, you're a realtor. We know
you know,
realtor things.
and it's at the end, so if people are gone by now, they won't get bored
Yeah.
with it. Do you want to do a 2-minute dump on your end and then a 2-minute dump on my end, or how do you want to do it?
Yeah, that would be fine. I don't think I even need a full 2 minutes. But just a reminder, rates are still historically low. I can't tell you the last time I wrote an offer that wasn't in a multiple offer situation, but I'm winning them left and right. So I think I got some magic sauce with my offer writing skills, which is great. I do have a listing hitting the market this weekend, so we'll let you know next Monday.
Is this the one up at 12 and Hamilton
Hamilton
Pool, or
Pool.
another
Yep.
one? Okay, yeah,
Yep.
that's
Deer
cute.
Creek.
Yep.
4-bed, 2-bath, almost 2,000 square foot on a half an acre, rolling hill country views. The property is cool because it backs up to another large tract, but it's never going to be built on. And there's like this cute little wet weather creek that kind of cuts through it. And we'll be hitting the market at 415 in Dripping Springs Independent School District because that neighborhood is split between the two. I think we're going to have a lot of traffic on it. Things are just moving like hotcakes.
Something tells me that if you want to buy a house up there and you want to buy that house, you better call me because it's going to be a multiple offers. That price point is so good in Dripping Springs, and so yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I like that little house.
And one final plug, and I'll definitely post the image in the comments. I was looking at a map just last week of how home values have gone up per zip code. And for 78620, our Dripping Springs proper zip code, we're up like 7%
This year.
and freaking incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and just to put it in perspective for everybody out there, usually Dripping Springs on average is about a 2.5 to 3% appreciation yearly. So we've more than doubled that in 9 months. It's a pretty hot market.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. And it's pretty hot like everywhere. And whenever I post the image, you can kind of see not very many places have not gone up. So it's been really interesting. It's a fun time to be a real estate agent. I don't know when that next economic collapse is coming, but I'm here for the highs and the lows. So
Without a doubt.
get while the getting's good.
Without a doubt. All right, is that your dump?
Yeah, that's my dump. You've got the scoop on something. Tell us.
I do, and you mentioned, so I'm going to drop this out there as well. If you're looking for something a little bit different than that, I've got a listing coming up basically above Pennybacker Bridge on Shepherd Mountain Cove. It's yeah. Well, it's a condo up there, actually, and it's funny because that's where I was living when my wife, not in the condo, but across the street when my wife and I met in Austin. So it's cool. But anyway, I've got a listing coming up there. It's a 1-bed, 1-bath, 700 square feet condo. And we're going to list it at 180, probably hit the market this Friday. So if you're looking for some type of investor property, it's a first floor unit. So if you've got somebody that needs a first floor unit, whether it's a single parent or something like that, it'd be a great opportunity. And You don't find a whole lot of properties for $180,000 in Austin,
Ooh, not
especially
there.
especially over there. That's right. So yeah, you mentioned the scoop, so I'm going to share my screen and see if I can do this.
Have you ever shared a screen with StreamYard before?
I have not, and I probably should have thought about
It's
that.
okay. We're going to do
Uh,
progress, not perfection.
that's right. Here we go. So the reason that I'm doing this, guys, I always love this view, by the way, is I was with clients this weekend, and we came across, and it was kind of random, but sometimes you see something being done that's just completely out of the ordinary, and as a realtor, it just you just get excited about it, and so I'm excited about this. And there is a new builder in Calaterra, and they've got a couple of lots in that custom in Windsong. Is it Windsong? I think it's Windsong, the little custom area. And then they also have lots spread throughout Calaterra also. So even on some of the 80-foot lots, you can build these products. So the builder is mid-century custom homes.
God, I wish
And
I'd done a drum roll. It's so beautiful.
oh, I'm sorry. They have, guys, this is one of their renderings. This is their ranch, and you can go look at these, and they are, if you know Calaterra, you drive down Calaterra Boulevard, you take your first right. That's where the Dries model home and the Pulte model homes are, and about a half a block past the Dries model home, this house right there is sitting on the corner up high. It's about, I don't know, half built, and it's stunning, absolutely crazy stunning. These window panels, these are 4 foot by 8 foot windows. They match front to back.
Hmm.
All of this up here is transom windows. This is a bedroom. This is an office. There's a master on the back side of the house. This is the garage. They're even putting these transom windows in the garage to allow light in. Beams, beams, beams. I think he told me, Michael Ray is the builder. I think he told me this house has 67 beams in it, and they're structural. These are not, fake beams that are just there for looks. They're getting them cut in Telluride, Colorado, and they're being shipped down here custom for these houses. And just wow,
Yeah, it's
just wow.
gorgeous. I can't wait to see their first one totally completed and go through it. I love mid-century stylings. I mean, love, love, love them. So it's really a breath of fresh air to see. Well, first of all, to see like my most favorite style, but just kind of different than the farmhouse trend that we've been in for several years now. Although it's
Yeah,
pretty, but this is like, oh, be still my
yeah.
heart pretty.
And mid-century also has a farmhouse product that they can build out there. So if you're in love with farmhouse, they can do that. But this, again, when you go in, it's 10-foot plate heights, exposed beams on the inside. It is just incredible. They've got a little right next to this house that I've got on the screen. They oh no, sorry, that is the courtyard. It's just got a little different orientation. Next to this house up the hill in the cul-de-sac, there's also their courtyard plan, which has a large courtyard with the master bedroom, living area, and office, kind of all windows looking out on the courtyard. That's going to have breeze block privacy fence. So you can go by and take a look at those. And like I said, if you're at all a fan of mid-century modern architecture, you got to check these out. There you go. I get chills again thinking about it. So anyway, just crazy. But you don't do that all the time. When you're in our line of work, it's a lot
No.
of times it's similar stuff that you're seeing over and over,
Hmm.
and then you get to see something that just kind of blows your mind, and there you go.
There it is. Yeah,
There it is.
absolutely gorgeous.
All right. So that was way more than 2 minutes for
That's
that
okay.
real estate dump.
If
So
anybody's still tuned in, well, they've got the scoop.
there's still a couple of people on here.
Cool.
They're holding tight. Wendy, price point, those are going to be starting. Um, it, it's hard to say because it's not hard to say. Let me rephrase this. There's a lot of customization available with it since they are custom builders, but they do a lot of stuff like they can kind of move almost like a pod design. They can move it around. And so you can have bigger houses, smaller houses, leave this off, add this on. But I want to say that their price point is going to be somewhere around 725 to 750 for about a 3,000 square foot house. So definitely a little bit of a higher price point. But again, when you're doing that, and the ranch that sits on the corner, and I'll add this in, they've got black mahogany cabinets that are solid panel. And I mean, you see the cabinets and you're just like, you got to be kidding me. So it's stuff like that. This is a higher price point product, but from what I can see, it's definitely worth it. I mean, spray foam, full envelope.
I don't know, man. I hear you like justifying the price point, and I just don't imagine a lot of people scoffing at that because it's a product that we just do not have here.
Right. Well, and the reason I'm kind of justifying it a little bit is because, again, in Calaterra, for 750, so a lot of people are building 4,000 square feet.
Yeah, you're on Premier Park Loop and like the
right.
much bigger lots. Absolutely.
Right, but yeah, it's my God, it's amazing. And by the way, he said that he's selling about one a week, so I think he has like 17 or 18 lots in Calaterra, and he's almost sold out. And the reason nobody knows about it is because he was trying to get his models built before he blasted it out, because he wanted people to actually be able to see the models, and people found him, and he's selling quickly. So anyway, there you go. There's the unique property in Dripping Springs.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the model completed. And then as soon as it's completed, they'll have to put it up for sale because everything else will be sold.
The models are already sold. He's listening back. They're already sold. Yeah, because I asked.
Yeah. Well, they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
And yeah, Wendy. Yep, mid-century is not common.
No.
You've got to go into Old Austin to find real mid-century architecture.
Mm-hmm. Southern California.
Or Southern California. Yeah, I was talking in this area. I've got a client that she's in love with it, and she was actually, I believe, an editor for, is it Atomic Ranch magazine, which is a mid-century magazine that's been around forever. And had I known that this existed, I would have taken her to it, and I probably still will. She's in Lago, but she's going to just absolutely flip her mind when she sees this. So
I think a lot of people are. Maybe they'll open it up for like a tour to the public one day or something, so they can just invite the public in at a distance with
or you can just follow one of your two favorite realtors on Facebook when he's doing his Facebook Lives when they're done and bringing you the video content on them.
Well, we're just going to move this show to the front yard, aren't we?
That's actually a good idea. We just need to take it on the road. We just need to start hanging out in different spots around here.
Like you got the book.
Yeah. I just, as long as they've got internet, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. These are getting longer and longer, but anyway, Ashley, get us out.
Hey, today was fun. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Ashley Tullis, a realtor here in Dripping, and this is Chris Pesek, broker associate with Jackson Properties. If you've hung in there till the end, again, I appreciate you tuning in. If we didn't talk about something you're curious about, put in a comment. We try to bring you the scoop on what we hear is going on. Next week, we're going to talk about pumpkin patches because we've been yapping for a long time, and we got to stop, right?
We got to stop. We got to stop at some point.
So that is episode, I think we're at like 12 of the week.
I've got this as 11 because you told me 10 last week and I didn't go back and count.
Okay, 11. So, we've been doing this for almost 3 months.
That's right.
Consistently. So we hope you'll join in next week. And thank you so much. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.